friends, I am Randeep Wadehra, back with a new topic to discuss with you. It's about our mainstream media. No, not social media, mainstream media. Is it losing its relevance and credibility? We need to have a close look at it.
Good evening and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, treachery has many dimensions. And sometimes the definition of what amounts to treachery is subjective. And hence those accused of it try to get away. Tonight, therefore, hashtag Kong betrays India. Tonight, therefore, I will refrain from using that word, treacherous, or calling anyone a traitor. But ladies and gentlemen, I want you to decide on who is treacherous. I want you to decide who is a traitor. Because I have evidence today that while you and I, the people of India, the government of India, came together as one to fight all those who questioned our unity and sovereignty, after we abrogated 370, this Wadehra Congress, this Wadehra family, betrayed the nation by asking political parties in the United Kingdom to attack India, these Mir Jafars, and telling British politicians to abuse India, and telling British politicians to support the Pakistani position on Kashmir. These, I won't call them traitors, but you decide. Jeremy Corbyn, a top Labour leader, an India hater, and a known Pakistan supporter, was having meetings with the Wadehra Congress and was being encouraged, pushed, and cajoled by the Wadehra Congress to attack the Indian position. Frankly, I know that none of us give a damn about British politicians. They can go to hell. But this Mir Jafar type attitude of the Wadehra family, this slinking and sleeping with the enemy approach, Sonia Gandhi, would not work in the nation of your birth, which is Italy. This attempt to work with Pakistan is revolting, that this party claims to be an Indian party anymore. I truly believe that only when the Wadehra family is out of Indian public life and kicked out of Indian politics can this kind of incident stop. And I ask you tonight, why the hell are they still there in our political life? It's such an embarrassment. It's a moment to reflect on, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag Congress betrays India. Debate number 1.
You have watched him just now? You know who he is? He needs no introduction. You've seen him so many times on television. But how many of us know of Frank Moraes, Chalapathi and Durga, or for that matter even Khasa Subba? We don't know. Most of us don't know anything about them. But they were the titans of Indian journalism. They were fearless and impartial in their writings and during their careers. We need to ask ourselves whether our mainstream media has fallen from its high pedestal of being the watchdog of the Indian citizen to a lowly lapdog of the rich and the powerful. We need to look at it very, very closely, because there are increasingly strident allegations of paid news and camp followers among our media houses. Until the dawn of 1980s, Indian journalism served a rather genteel fare, not tepid, but genteel fare. Even the most hard-boiled critics of a politician, be he in the opposition or in the government, did refrain from using invective. those journalists were aware of their responsibilities. They were aware that they had to set certain standards of public behavior and professional ethics. Their thought-provoking articles kept the government on its toes and the Indian democracy vibrant. Arun Shoury's arrival on the scene changed the journalism. For better or worse, we don't know, but it changed the nature of the journalism. His combative style, his investigative acumen, and abrasive attacks on Dhirubhai Ambani and Indira Gandhi's government through his articles written in conjunction with the Sangh loyalist S. Gurumurthy became an entirely new form of journalism. But even then, despite the combative style, Arun Shoury refrained from using abusive words. You could fault with his tone, but not with his language. Those are also the days when TV journalism was taking baby steps. It was Doordarshan, the government monopoly and the only channel available to Indian viewers. Its news and various current affairs programs were pro-establishment. But even then, the Saeed Naqvi stood out for his very informative shows. A game changer came in the shape of private news channels. And one hoped that the quality of journalism would be raised. There will be more points of view other than that of the government that the viewers will be benefiting from or become aware of. And we were not really disappointed.
Hello and welcome to the NDTV Dialogues, a conversation of ideas. Today we discuss an idea which seems self-evident, but after 25 years, is it an idea which time has still not come, given the huge controversy that's broken out about how to rehabilitate Kashmiri Pandits in the valley, their homeland? Amid all the sound and fury, are we losing the sanity needed for calm discourse and solutions? Are valley politicians giving in to the separatist blackmail? Joining me for more on this is Muzaffar Hussain Beg of the PDP, also former Deputy Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Hina Shafi Bhatt of the BJP, Dr. Sameer Kaul, cancer specialist, also political analyst. He just left the PDP a short while ago. Dr. Amitabh Mattu, well-known academic. He's also a resident of Srinagar currently. And joining me from Mumbai is Anupam Kher, actor, and of course someone who's come out very strongly on the aspect of Kashmiri.
NDTV set a high benchmark of responsible journalism. And in fact, its Big Fight program launched Randeep Sardesai as the new combative kid on the block. He reveled in high decibel debates, but soon he was eclipsed by Times Now's Arnab Goswami. His flag-waving ultranationalism and his pandering to the lowest common denominator among viewers and his ability to hurl abuses, insults at invited panelists, hector those who differed with him, and intimidate the gentle among them it created ripples in the media fraternity. Never before had we seen anything of the likes of him. But Goswami was not all fire and brimstone, not always. He was a wise man. He is a wise man. He knows when to scale down his tone. And we saw his timid style when he was interviewing the then aspiring Prime Minister Narendra Modi. When Goswami shifted to the Republic TV, his behavior became worse. I mean, I don't have any other word for it. He behaved as the de facto owner of the channel, or rather of the media house, and enjoyed full backing of the ruling establishment. And naturally, I mean, with the way his style, his ultra-nationalistic hyperventilating fetched the channel the much needed TRPs, and of course in the bargain professional ethics suffered. Most other news channels, barring NDTV, which stuck to its ethics, most other private news channels took several leaves from Goswami's book. Nobody could match him. They did. For example, Navika Kumar of Times Now.
No, I'm sorry.
To make your 6 points.
No, I cannot. I can.
So I'm asking you one question.
You have to allow
have
me.
all these problems.
I said in the initial
question.
No, you can ask
One
me.
small question, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi.
No, you can. No, I know it is. I know it is. No, I know it is. No. You are either you allow me to answer the first question posed by your.
Of course, I will allow you, Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi. One question you don't need to be so afraid of.
No, you are not.
Of course, she's not in the same league as Goswami, but she loves to troll dissenting panelists. And then there is Anand Narasimhan of CNN News 18, who frequently cuts short those panelists whose views are unpleasant to him. I mean, he decides who should speak and who should not, and who should be allowed to have complete say and who should be cut short.
We did not choose Jinnah's India. We chose Gandhi's India.
Well,
we chose
fact of the matter,
Azad's
1 minute.
India.
Sarah,
and no one has the right
1 minute.
to discriminate
Sarah Shalin,
who is a persecuted community on the basis of religion, caste,
Sarah Shalin.
For whatever reasons, these journalists are unable to realize that even in polite tone, penetrating questions can be asked that can make even the most powerful man, the President of USA, jump. As often happens during his encounters with the CNN journalists in press briefings.
Stupid, loser, sit down, very nasty, racist. Those are the words that President Trump used speaking to 3 of my colleagues this week. 3 journalists, 3 black women. They are Yamiche Alcindor, April Ryan, and Abby Phillip. These are 3 consummate professionals, A grade. They can take these insults. They don't need me sticking up for them. But still, there is something so wrong with this. It is beyond disturbing, it is ugly, and I'm angry. And if you missed it, here you go.
On the campaign trail, you called yourself a nationalist. Some people saw that as emboldening white nationalists. Now people are also
I don't know
saying
why you'd
that
say
the
that.
president.
It's such a racist
There are
question.
some people.
Sit down, please. Sit down. I didn't call you. I didn't call you. I didn't call you. I'll give you voter suppression. Excuse me, I'm not responding to you. I'm talking to this gentleman. Will you please sit down?
The same thing with April Ryan. I watch her get up
I mean, you talk about somebody that's a loser. She doesn't know what the hell she's doing. She gets publicity, and then she gets a pay raise, or she gets a contract with, I think, CNN. But she's very nasty.
Do you expect Matt Whitaker to be involved in the Russia probe? Do you want him to...
It's up to him.
Do you want him to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
Indian viewers are deprived of such pleasures, because of the simple reason that PM Modi does not hold press briefings. Even if, suppose, he starts this, most of our media houses believe in doing Sashtang Pranam, then stand up and ask those penetrating questions. Not that we don't have journalists with spine, not that we don't have journalists who have a differing view. Like, for example, there is Srinivasan Jain, there is Nidhi Razdan, there is Ravish Kumar. Talking of Ravish Kumar, he really takes up unglamorous issues, which other channels wouldn't even touch with a barge pole. Like, for example, the state of health and education in the hinterlands.
मरने वाले बच्चों की संख्या 127 पहुंच गई। ये आधिकारिक आंकड़ा है। मीडिया में आंकड़ा तो 130 के भी पार कर गया है। जब तक हम पूरे बिहार के हेल्थ सिस्टम और बजट को नहीं समझेंगे, बड़े सवाल नहीं करेंगे, श्री कृष्ण मेडिकल कॉलेज अस्पताल के कुछ वीडियो को लेकर तड़क भड़क करने से कुछ होने वाला नहीं है। आप अभी भी स्वास्थ्य से जुड़े असली मसलों से भाग रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो बोरिंग लगते हैं। तैयारी करते समय मेरी भी हालत खराब हो गई, तो मैं समझ सकता हूं कि आप पर क्या बीत रही होगी। यह एक दिन का मामला नहीं है। आज मुख्यमंत्री नीतीश कुमार पहली बार श्री कृष्ण मेडिकल कॉलेज गए। 17 दिनों से यह घटना सामने आ रही है और बच्चे मर रहे हैं। इतनी रिपोर्टिंग हुई, मीडिया में चर्चा हुई, सवाल पूछे गए, लेकिन आज गए। लेकिन कई दिनों के बाद जब मुख्यमंत्री अस्पताल जाते हैं तो उन्हें पता चलता है कि अस्पताल में डॉक्टर नहीं है। ये तो पहले दिन से हल्ला हो रहा था, और साफ सफाई ठीक नहीं है। अब सोचिए कि ये तब पता चला जब मुख्यमंत्री से पहले बिहार के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री जा चुके हैं, केंद्र के स्वास्थ्य मंत्री वहां दौरा कर चुके हैं। उसके बाद मुख्यमंत्री जाते हैं तो उन्हें सफाई संतोषजनक नजर नहीं आती है। तो ये
some of his shows have been quite revealing, they really touch you and make you sit up and notice what's happening over there. Between NDTV's polite firmness and Republic TV's abrasive style, there is a huge chunk of mainstream media that finds it very safe and comfortable to sit on the fence. What can we say about them? They are neither here nor there. So either you can call them pro-establishment nor anti-establishment, and you can't even call them neutral. They are afraid. They are afraid to stand up. So they are playing safe. I had come across an article by M. Chalapathi Rao, written in 2016, rather published in 2016, in which he had stated that during press conferences, Nehru encouraged free for all. And if some journalist took the liberty of insulting him, he tolerated that. He did not think in terms of gagging the press, or throw his weight around. Such was the democratic grounding of Pandit Nehru, who is regularly nowadays vilified in our social media. It's a shame, really, but then that's how our people are. We should realize that free flow of information is essential for the effective governance in this country. If we don't have free flow of information, then all those people indulging in disinformation and misinformation and rumor mongering on WhatsApp and other social media will have a free run of this country. And we certainly don't want that. It is essential that our mainstream media realizes that fact-based information and not opinions of the camp-following, ultra-nationalist, self-serving journalists will contribute to the stability and progress of India and security of every Indian citizen. But are the media bosses, or rather the saints of our media and politicians listening? Bye until the next episode. Thanks for watching.